Welcome everyone to my second channel where we take a more off-the-cuff and behind-the-scenes look at stuff I do on my main channel. Now, behind me is my car sort of collection of projects, and I wanted to give you guys a big look at what we're doing, what we're going to be doing in the future, and also a big garage update. Now, a lot of you already know the types of cars that I work on and the cars that are behind me, but a few of you don't, and I want you guys to have like a new experience. So I got somebody that will fill in for the audience because he also hasn't seen my collection. Mr. Mike Brewer.
Hello everyone. Hello Freddie.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm all right, mate. Yeah, really good to be here.
Well, did you get lost? What brings you to Florida?
So what brings me to Florida, funny enough, is not the alligators and the sunshine or the theme parks.
Yeah.
Or the lovely food, or the beer, or the women that are on the beach in bikinis, or any of that stuff, actually.
That all sounds really nice,
It really is
yeah.
good. That's the good stuff about Florida.
Yeah.
But there's one other really good thing about Florida. It was you. So
Okay.
I'll come down to hang out with you, the P1 project, come and see what you're up to.
Yes.
And you have promised me in the past that you'll give me a little tour of your garage.
Yes, so Mike came to hang out with us, and I want him to tell me if I made some good decisions or some really bad ones, and Mike is not a man to mince words. So I think we should probably start out, I mean, with the British side of my garage.
I mean, whenever you see an Aston Martin, being a Britishman abroad, there is a little bit of wee comes out. I get a little bit excited because, you know, that's a little piece of England right there, and an iconic piece of England. Also voted the coolest brand in the world, Aston Martin, and yet you've not got one, but you've got two of them, and you're taking a risk because you have put one British car above another British car, and they're not known for not leaking British cars.
I mean, right now, if it's not leaking oil, then it probably doesn't have oil in it.
Oh, right, so that's the way to store the British car above another British car is to drain the oil, but they are amazing. I don't know whether now, do I curtsy? Do I bow?
No. This would be a more progressive era, right? This isn't like the brutal like 70s through 90s of Aston Martin where everything was like a muscle car. This is like the new James Bond era. This is actually a 2009 Aston Martin DBS with a manual in Casino Royale spec. So you have the black Alcantara, 6-speed manual, 2+0 seating, and this is my money no object dream car.
Well, listen, I'm a Ian Callum super fan. Anything that man puts to paper, I absolutely love. This is one of my absolute dream cars. Knowing that you've got it in that spec, it just makes it even more special. And it's only now I'm starting to notice the little details like the carbon fibre splitter on the front, the mirrors, carbon fibre mirrors. That is a particularly special car. So yeah, well done, mate. That's a good one.
Well, I bought this when COVID just happened and all the prices were going down. So I bought this for the equivalent of like around 95 grand. So I had a V12 Vantage S 2015, and then I ended up trading that plus some cash. So ended up costing me about 95. Now I think these are worth around 150 to 180 grand.
Proper wheeler dealer you are, Freddie.
Well, listen, I'm not selling them, so it doesn't matter. It's all just make believe.
But it's always nice to know that you can use some lateral against it, can't you? And you can capitalise on that because you've got some equity in it. But yeah, what a car, and it's bloody lovely. Yeah, well done.
We also have a 2007 Aston Martin V8 Vantage, and this was actually my first exotic car. I bought it from Doug DeMuro, and then I sold it in order to fund my YouTube career, and then I actually got it again, and that's going to be coming up in an upcoming episode. But yeah, somebody has wrapped it blue, put some different wheels on it. I ended up selling it for 36 grand. I bought it originally for 36 grand, sold it for 36 grand, and then I bought it again for 36 grand. So,
all right, so that's the 36 grand Aston Martin.
Yeah, but now it has 86,000 miles on it, and I mean it runs and drives fine, but you know, it's just a little worse for the wear. It's a driver.
Yes, well, it's a cracking again. You know, who doesn't love a Vantage? I've had one of those in the past. I remember rather annoyingly on full lock, the power steering belt used to jump off. And that happened a couple of times on my one, but it got fixed in the end.
Yeah. But another British car that I wanted to show you.
You are very much in British territory here. And I don't know if you've just laid this all on for me. Like
It's just for you. It's just for you.
Lining up all these British cars. Well, this car, I've actually been following online, the story of this car online. And, you know, I've driven every kind of McLaren. When I lived here in California, McLaren used to send me cars to use. And I've driven every kind of one of them. This, though, is very bespoke. So I know this is bespoke to you, both in the engine and its look. So yeah, I mean, it's just a delight to see it in the flesh. It actually looks a lot better in the flesh than it does on YouTube, doesn't it?
I think so, and I mean, your friend Frank Stephenson is, you know, he's the one that designed the car, as well as the P1, as well as some really other iconic, you know, iconic cars.
So Frank sort of, you know, every sort of beautiful car, including, you know, the Mini and the Fiat 500, you know, the Maserati, the
Ferrari F430,
the Ferrari F430. Every beautiful car comes out of Frank's brain, doesn't it? And I think this is one of his most exquisite designs. I really do. I love that car.
Well, I'm into this car around $241,000. Actually, it's going to be more than that. It'll probably be like $275 with the engine, but which is a lot of money.
But you don't care.
No, I don't care.
You don't
care.
care.
I'm not selling this.
No, you're not going to sell it, and you shouldn't care because, you know, there's very few cars on the planet out there in the world that I feel like, you know, your Aston Martin, like this, like the P1's going to do for you, like that GT3 we're no doubt going to talk about in a minute, that put such a ridiculous feeling inside you and a smile on your face. It doesn't matter how much money it costs. It's just the money disappears. It vaporizes. As soon as you put your right foot down, something inside you fizzes and it emotes you and it puts you in a different space and it makes you feel happy. And that's what these cars can do. They can just make the money and the monetary value of them just vaporize and disappear. And I love that.
Yeah, I'm really good at making monetary value disappear. That's my specialty.
Oh yeah, no, you are good at that.
Yeah, I'm really good at that.
Yeah, so I see your little log burner in the corner where you're just setting fire to stacks of cash. Yeah, I can see that.
So this is not going to be like an exhaustive list because we have a ton of cars here, but we'll just go through
the highlights. I want to see that manual conversion that you've done in this F430 has really got me intrigued because it wasn't factory as an option because it was only offered as a flappy paddle, but that guy that you had down there, they make everything, including the gate shifter. It's amazing.
Yeah, everything is like CNC made. Oddly enough, so this isn't an F430, this is a 430 Scuderia. So for the Scuderia, Ferrari dropped the F. And Frank Stephenson actually designed the F430, which was like the base model, but this one is like almost a GT3 RS version of that.
Yeah, it's just a race car version.
Yeah.
I actually competed in the Scuderia Challenge once for Ferrari. Ooh. Got a lap record doing that. So yeah, I mean, just an incredible car, astonishing. But I just think that next level that you've done it to, putting that manual gearbox in it, just, you know, it's the car that everyone wanted. That Ferrari never offered.
Yes, and not only that, but we also put in the F430 Challenge wheels, so we have the center locks.
Yeah, with the knockoffs.
Yes,
just brilliant.
And the steering rack, so it's like less than 2 turns lock to lock. I mean, doing a U-turn in this is impossible, but it's really like the handling in this is fantastic.
I just bet it's fantastic. And what fun!
Yeah,
this is another one of those cars. It just all disappears, doesn't it? Once you're behind the wheel, it's like whoa, it's happening.
I'm glad you like it, but we need to talk about this. We need to talk about the P1.
Yeah, so this is the biggie. This is the one that's got everyone intrigued. The whole of the internet is just willing this car into being. Basically, everyone wants this car to just happen. Including me.
Including me.
Yeah, I've been, you know, me and all the team at Wheeler Dealers on a weekly basis. We're all waiting for the next video to drop. We're waiting for Tavares's video.
No pressure.
And we come in and it's what we talk about. You know, we're proper car people. We're car guys at work. We love. At lunchtime, we sit and pull up YouTube and we look at you, Matt, and, you know, Doug DeMiro or whoever. You know, we just follow people. And this is the car that's got everyone intrigued about it because, you know, we've all seen the video. This was literally under the ocean.
Yes.
And it's ridiculous. It is the most ridiculous, fantastical, just literally you've been dropped on your brain bucket somewhere.
Yeah, I think that's more like it.
That's what just makes it even more special. You know, the moment that this car fires up and rolls out this workshop, I will cry. There will be millions of people around the world will be crying because this car shouldn't live. It should have died.
Yeah. Well, everybody saw it die. You know, everybody saw it die on social media, and that's what I wanted to show everybody, that you could bring back anything if you just put your mind to it, and also you have enough money, because oh my God, is this expensive?
If you've got a bottomless pit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, the car, look, you know, just to emphasise just how powerful this story has become, it's brought me, Elvis, and the whole Wheeler Dealer team all the way to Florida to just be a part of it. We just can't pass up the opportunity to somehow feature a McLaren P1 on this little car show, Wheeler Dealers. How can we'll never be able to do that ever? And it's fortunate that I know you.
Yeah.
So I got the opportunity to do it. You know, this is when I met you 5 years ago. And if I would have said to you 5 years ago, Freddie, you're going to buy a McLaren P1 that's at the bottom of the ocean, and you're going to get it running again, you would have thought the world's just turned upside down.
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed you, because at that point, so we met at a Porsche event in California. And it was just happenstance that we, you were there, and I was there, actually getting my Lamborghini Murcielago from Fast and Furious. We were picking it up, and we decided to do a Porsche event, and yeah, it was fantastic, man. I'm glad, it's not like we became fast friends there and then like kept on with correspondence. No, it was there's a lot of stuff that had to happen between then, and I'm glad that this happened and brought us all together, because we're all just car guys at the end of the day. But dude, thank you so much. It means more than words can say. I've been watching Wheeler Dealers my entire adult life. I mean, it's you guys have been on.
Old. Every time you say that, I feel really old.
Okay, my entire life then. My
I
whole
feel
life.
really old.
Since I was an embryo, I've been watching Wheeler Dealers.
Oh God, it feels like that. It does feel like that.
Yeah.
Well, mate, thank you for the opportunity to be here and to be around this car. It's incredible. But how could we go without talking about?
We should talk about that GT3.
We've got to talk about that.
So this is a 992 Porsche 911 GT3, as you could probably tell. It was originally spec'd by Adam LZ, and then Matt Armstrong brought it over here after it was crashed. And his team and partly me and my team, we worked on this, and everything was done as per Porsche factory standard. There's no check engine lights, nothing. It drives fantastically. It has 7,500 miles, and it's the best car I've ever driven.
I literally have followed every nut and bolt of this car on the rebuild with Matt. I think Matt is sensational. I've loved you two working together. Everybody on the internet does. I can't tell you just how good these cars are. GT3 is just, it's a good driving experience on the road that's possible.
Yeah.
You can, pull up an SF90 or whatever, but it would just be the same. It won't be any better. The experience would just be the same.
It'd be a lateral move,
It'd be a lateral move, This is it. This is utopia on the road. What Matt and you have done with this car is, it blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. It is unbelievable, this car. I mean, to be around it, to see it, it's my dream to own one of these. I keep thinking, why don't I just go and buy one?
Yeah, you should, but then they're actually the prices are coming down.
They're coming down. I was thinking if I wait a few more months, it might come down even further.
Yeah.
But no, they are just insane cars. They just drive like you can't believe. Technically, it shouldn't bloody work, should it? Got half a ton hung out over the rear axle. They should just be swapping ends on you everywhere. But no, it's engineered to a precision level that it just blows my mind. It really does. It blows my mind. I've never been so excited to be in one of these cars and drive one of these cars. This is it.
Yeah.
This is as good as it gets.
We had Mike out in the car. It's kind of like a sneak peek thing, but he really enjoyed it. I think I'm not breaking any
you're not
any
breaking any
here.
rules. You're not breaking any rules. I'm glad you didn't see it, because when I got out the car, there was a wee patch.
It's okay. We can clean that. Yeah, it's Alcantara. It cleans up nice.
It cleans up really nice because I was so excited. I mean, like proper excited. It is like going to a pop concert and go and see your favourite band all in one.
Well, I appreciate it so much. I mean, it's a glowing review of my cars, and I'm not going to go into the details of how much all this stuff cost, because I don't want to cry. But I'm really glad that you're here and enjoying these things.
Well, mate, you put your head down and you work hard, and everything you got here, you bloody deserve it by the bucket load, and you deserve a lot more. And may good things come your way, Freddie, because you're a great guy.
Well, thank you so much, man.
It's a pleasure.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna go check out the other shop. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Wrench Everyday HQ 2.0. So I saw this shop, I mean, I've been looking at this shop for a very, very long time. It was a shop right next to my shop, and it became available, and I said, why not get it? So now we have, instead of 5,000 square feet, we have 10,000 square feet, and also there is a yard where we can put even more projects. But what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to team up with my buddy Rex here, and I wanted to make a shop that is just for finishing cars. And finishing meaning like detailing, washing, dry icing,
cleaning,
and then storing, because all the nice cars, all the finished cars, which I don't really have that.
No, you do. You do. You do have a lot.
I got like 2 or 3.
No, we have 4.
We got 4 finished cars, and they're all gonna go in here. So we have a lot of plans for this, and let's just go over this, because this used to be a hot rod shop. Actually, they still have some hot rods. You see
some beautiful ones.
Beautiful pickup truck over there.
And there's one hidden there.
There's one over there. There's an RV. None of these are my cars. They're too nice for me. That, however, is my car. This is getting worked on. You guys haven't seen it on the channel for a very long time. This is my 99 Ford F350 dually, and we are upgrading it with every part imaginable from Banks Power. And we're getting, well, we already put it in, but took it out because some parts broke. But we have an intake, intercooler pipes, exhaust, a tuner. This thing is going to make at least 10 more horsepower than stock. So good. I actually haven't driven it for 2 years, so it's very, very dirty. But we have a guy named Jack, not the Jack that you know, but we have another Jack that used to work here, and now he still works here because we're making him work on my truck. And I swear he's a nice guy, and I swear I'm not taking advantage of him. Jack is a very nice guy. So if we look over here, we see that we have lots of room for activities. And I want to keep it like, yeah, look at that. Look. You can do that all day. That's what Rex is going to do.
You know what's the best part about this shop? It came with a bike.
It came with a bike. Is that that didn't come with a hot rod shop. I think that's Rex's bike, right?
No, it's not. No,
yeah.
It's yours. It's the guy behind the cameras.
Yeah. So the guy behind the camera, that's his bike. This is a Honda Ruckus that has been stretched.
That's not a Ruckus, bro.
It's a Honda Ruckus.
No, it's a Chinese Ruckus. I don't know what they call it.
It's a Ruckus. For all intents and purposes, this is a Chinese Honda Ruckus with Ultra GT tires. Look at that. And does it even run?
Yes, it does. I mean, it did 3 years ago.
Good. So it ran 3 years ago, so that's where it's going to stay. We have a bunch of shelving here that we're going to get rid of because we have another shop that's down the street, and that's going to be used for storage. And we figured out that we're going to make one shop just for spare parts. And spare parts make sense because we have a lot of spare parts, right?
Yeah, we have millions of parts. We could like maybe put together like maybe 5 more Lamborghinis with the parts.
Yeah, we can. They won't run very well, but we could probably do it.
We're only talking about putting them together.
Yeah, putting them together. We're not going to make them run.
Yeah.
It's for SEMA.
Yep.
So, yeah. So what I was thinking, and Rex, you can back me up here, is that we're going to have a row of lifts, like parking lifts, here and also
all the
over
way
there.
To that side.
Yeah, all the way over there. So you'll have like maybe 20 cars just on the wall here, and we'll have all this open space for whatever. So I mean, if we want to shoot a car right here, if we want to, I don't know, host a dinner or something.
We would want to stage cars right in the middle so you can see all the cars that we finished around the shop. And then possibly making the front a wash bay, and that side of the wall right there, the detailing side.
Yeah, I'm really excited about that. So you come around here. So think with your put your imagination caps on, everyone. So right here is going to be the detailing area, and what I want over here is like a light tunnel, and it's literally just a tunnel that's full of like LED dimmable lights that you put a car in, and when you detail it, you can see all the little imperfections, and that makes Rex's life
a lot easier. Yeah. So that everybody could judge me when I miss a scratch.
Yes, absolutely. And next to it, we can put a scissor lift. Because when you're detailing a car, you want to be able to take the wheels off and maybe do the undercarriage a little bit. So we'll have those two there, and on the wall we'll have a bunch of G-Technic products. We'll have a bunch of tools and all the stuff that we need to make detailing really efficient and fun. But back here we have another door, which is awesome, and I think this is where we can do some dry icing. Because dry ice, I don't know if you know, it takes a little bit of well, you need some ventilation in dry ice because it's CO2, and it's also something that gets very, very dirty. Like, it gets your shop dirty. So if you have a dry ice booth like the dry ice lab, you need to have like its whole ecosystem. You need to have like air extraction, or you could just do it outside. Yep. And if you do it outside, there is moisture in the air, so it'll produce a lot of like smoke and whatever.
Because it doesn't melt. It sublimates, so it creates gas when you're exposing it to moisture. So it's better that it's kind of better when you have it open with this kind of weather. But then when it gets too hot, then you're creating more smoke.
Yeah.
Jack creates gas.
Jack creates gas of a different variety, and it's always funny.
Lots of gas.
Yeah, lots of gas. That guy needs to see a doctor for sure.
Happy birthday, Jack.
Yeah, it's Jack's
we
birthday.
We love you, Jack.
It's Jack's birthday right now, so happy birthday. So out here is
it's the burnyard.
It's the burnyard. It's the burnyard. Look at that. Woo! We have probably another 7,000 or 8,000 square feet of just space that we can put lots of projects. And boy howdy, am I gonna hit a Facebook Marketplace. I'm gonna find out what we can do.
He's not gonna sleep anymore.
No.
Just on the market buying cars.
If you thought I was a car hoarder before,
watch out next year.
Watch out. This is coming 2025 or 2024. This is going to be this is going to be the Tavares junkyard. But I'm really, really excited, and we should go check out the other shop. Now here we are in shop number 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure what. I don't know how we're numbering these things, but this is one of the other shops. This is just down the street, and this is going to be a storage sort of waiting area for new projects. Now, this used to be what we thought was going to be Rex's detailing shop.
Yeah, I mean, check it out. Check out all the hard work that went into this during summertime.
Yeah, during summertime.
I went through like 5 shirts a day.
So poor Rex, had to put up these lights, and they look really cool. And he painted the entire thing. We were going to put down some epoxy floors, and this was going to be like a detailing shop with some product, and we're going to have dry ice and all that stuff. But now that we have a big shop to do that in, Rex did all that for nothing.
Just for the record, I hand brushed all the wall.
You did not hand brush it. He's a freaking liar. No. But right now, what we have here is we have a trailer, and we have a bunch of parts. So these are parts for builds that we haven't released yet. And I mean, if you take a look, you might figure out what we have. You may just figure out what this is.
Is that for a 350Z?
Maybe.
It looks like
it might be a 350Z.
It's a GTS.
This is it's. We'll see what happens there. But we have a Honda Beat back there. Jack's first car that he keeps on going back and forth about.
So Jack, it's on a video now. What do you want to do with that truck?
So there's a Chevy S10 back there that he has put on airbags. If you come over here, you can take a look at it. This gigantic piece of crap. So we took this out.
Say that.
No, I mean, this is what he said. This is what he said. So we took this out. We dragged it out of his garage because it was in there for, no joke, 12 years. And then we put it on a trailer. We brought it here, and here it sat. And I'm like, hey, we could build this up. And then he looks at it, and he goes, I just want to throw it away. and then he can't throw it away.
Yeah, he can't make it. I don't know. I mean, I think it reminds him a lot of where he started. I don't know where that started.
Like, I don't.
But I mean, I tried. I mean, I told him when I was moving the rest of the cars that we had here that, you know, if you want, I could call a junkyard to come and pick it up. And, you know,
He just cried. He cried for 15 minutes.
He fooled me by saying he's gonna remove the air suspension, and it's been on for the past 2 years.
Yeah, it's been here for quite a long time, but that's okay because we love Jack, and it's okay that this car is here. But if it's not moved in the next 24 hours, then it's gonna go in the crusher. But we have the Honda Beat over there that I haven't done anything with. It's just getting. Oh, look, watch the paint, dude. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, we're probably gonna do something with that. It needs a new exhaust and needs a new paint job. We should paint it.
It really needs a steering wheel.
It doesn't need a steering wheel. It's fine. It's fine.
That's becoming a trend in the shop.
It is becoming a trend in the shop. That's gonna be our SEMA build. That's the SEMA build 2024. Forget P1.
Yeah.
Honda Beat. Yeah. One thing that's cool over here is we have a giant compressor. This is a rotary compressor, right, Rex?
Yep.
Yeah, so this is like a 40 horsepower compressor or something, and this is actually really good for dry ice cleaning. And that's what we originally got it for. We got this a long time ago. This is just a compressor. You actually need a tank connection in addition to this compressor. So we'll bring this to the new detailing shop and then have this work, and then hopefully we'll be able to dry ice. One thing that's cool about this place, 2 bathrooms.
We made sure.
Yeah.
Because me and Jack fights a lot about the bathrooms. So now we're fighting, but we're both inside.
Yeah. So I mean, they can both do their business because these boys are very flash on. You know, they love their farts.
Yeah.
But we also have not only this shop, but the shop next door that you guys might recognize, but we don't actually have the key for the shop yet.
We don't have the key for it yet.
Yeah. The shop next door is the shop that used to go to Joey, the frame doctor. Now Joey, he's still doing all the carbon fiber repairs, but he's just moving. So he got a new shop, and I believe it's about the same size.
Yeah, it's about the same size. He built one actually.
Yeah.
So, you know, and it's closer home because the drive here is pretty far, I think.
Yeah, so Joey got a new house, he got a new shop, so we're going to be sending parts over there, but part of that deal was that I get that shop, so we have 2 shops next to each other here, and then we got 2 shops next to each other over there.
And then we have another shop.
Yeah.
I can't tell you where that one is at.
Yeah, there's lots of space, and we're going to do lots of really cool things with cars. Is that it? I think that's it.
That's all I could remember for now.
Okay.
But, you know, maybe in the next video we'll find another shop.
Maybe in the next video, if you guys have a shop that we could add to our list, because we work like parts hoarders, car hoarders, but now we're shop hoarders.
Yes.
So that's good. I don't know. This is very expensive.
It is.
Like, it's super expensive.
It's scary expensive.
Yeah, so we have to make all this make some money.
Yep.
So we have a lot of plans for these things, and hopefully you guys stick around for all the plans we have.
Yep. 2024 is gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be our year.
Right? I hope so. Yes. Terrifying.